Kiss of the Oni Blade Episode 1. Ashes on the wind. A village falls. A warrior rises. A cursed fate awakens. Flames rise to the night sky, casting flickering shadows on the terrified faces hiding among the rubble. Villagers scream as they cower in shattered homes, in the shattered remains of their homes. Bandits laugh as they ransack what's left, killing anyone who dares defy them. From a nearby ridge overlooking the carnage, a tall samurai watches silently. His clothes are worn from travel, his face calm but unreadable. After a long moment, he starts walking down the hill, towards the chaos below. His black hair flows in the wind, his steps slow but steady, each footfall echoing against the scorched earth. The bandits don't see him at first, lost as they are in their own cruel revelry. But soon enough, one of them spots him and shouts, "Hey, another fool comes to die. Maybe we'll have some fun with you before we kill you." The others turn towards the samurai, smirking and jeering. "Yeah, maybe we'll cut off your balls first," says another, and the whole band erupts in laughter. The samurai doesn't respond. He doesn't even reach for his sword. Instead, he continues his slow walk towards the bandits, his face still betraying nothing. It's almost as if he invites them to kill him. And when none of them make a move, one of them spits on the ground and says, "Whatever. Let him come. Let's see how much this big shot can do." And so the samurai walks right into the middle of the circle of bandits. The closest one pushes him roughly in the chest and asks, "Well, what are you gonna do about it?" But before the man can react, the samurai strikes. It's over so fast that most of the others don't even see it coming. In a single fluid movement, he grabs the man's wrist, twists it behind his back and sends his sword flying out of his hands. Then he follows up with a swift kick to the side, sending the bandit crashing into the wall behind him. The others stand frozen for a moment, unsure what to make of this sudden turn of events. But before any of them can recover, the samurai strikes again. This time he doesn't even touch his opponent. He simply points towards a rock and somehow it flies through the air, hitting the bandit square in the chest. The rock cracks the bones beneath and sends the man crumpling to the ground. Before any of the other bandits can make a move, the samurai has already dashed forward. He sweeps the leg out from under another, sending him sprawling onto the ground. Then he grabs his sword and brings it down in a whizzing arc. For a moment, time seems to slow down. The whizzing of the wind fills the air, and then the head rolls off its owner's body, landing at the feet of the samurai. The rest of the bandits finally realize what they're up against. They exchange uneasy glances, but before any of them can turn and run, the samurai is on them, fighting with a speed and precision that's nothing short of terrifying. It's as if he's not even there, yet he's somehow able to disarm them, send them crashing into each other, and knock their swords away from their grasp. The fight is over almost as quickly as it began. The bandits lie defeated around the samurai, some of them whimpering in pain, others staring in disbelief at the dead at their feet. But the samurai isn't done yet. He turns his attention to those who would flee, and in a flash, he's upon them, forcing the cowards to face the consequences of their actions. The samurai fights with an effortless grace that borders on inhumanity, showing no emotion, no joy in his deadly dance, no rage, no pain, just control. It's almost as if he's not even there. He's like a ghost, a specter of death, moving swiftly and silently, taking life after life. The bandits are overwhelmed, not just by his skill, but also by his very presence, which seems to drain the will to fight right out of them. One by one, they fall, until the clearing is filled with the smell of blood and the bodies of the fallen. The samurai stands amidst the carnage, his clothes now stained with blood, his face still impassive. He takes a deep breath, trying to calm the fury within him. But something inside him is broken, damaged beyond repair. He feels it in his gut, a knot of tension that won't seem to go away. He tries to shake it off, but it's no use. Something's changed him. With a sigh, he kneels down and slowly reaches for the sword at his back. It's been sheathed in old, worn cloth, held in place by prayer seals. The seals are faded and stained dark red. The samurai carefully pulls the cloth away, revealing the blade beneath. It shimmers faintly in the firelight, its edges sharp as a razor. As the samurai pulls the sword free, something changes in the air. The fire seems to burn brighter, the screams of the dying more desperate. A low, inhuman whisper escapes from the blade, a scream only the samurai seems to hear. The ground trembles slightly, and the bandits who aren't yet dead drop their weapons in fear. The samurai stands up, gripping the sword tightly. He looks down at it, his eyes filled with a mixture of awe and terror. An intense red, bloody aura bursts from the blade, swirling around the samurai like smoke. He raises the sword towards the sky and lets out a mighty roar, a sound that shakes the very foundations of the world. The aura expands outward, consuming everything in its path. It's a force of pure destruction, a tangible manifestation of the darkness that lies within the samurai's soul. Yet there's something else. In there, too, a flicker of light that refuses to be extinguished, a desperate hope that somehow manages to survive. With every swing of his sword, the blade releases a crimson mist that cuts clean through flesh and armor, leaving behind only bone and sinew. The mist hangs in the air for a moment before dissipating, revealing the gruesome aftermath of the attack. Each successful strike makes the blade glow brighter, seeming to move on its own at times, guiding the samurai's hand with an almost supernatural precision. Despite the ferocity of the attack, the samurai remains composed, his movements precise and controlled. There's no hesitation, no uncertainty, only a single-minded focus on his task at hand. But as the battle rages on, something flickers in his eyes, a hint of fear, perhaps, or maybe pain. The remaining bandits try to flee, but it's no use. The samurai is too fast, too deadly. He cuts them down one by one, his sword singing a song of death. Blood splashes across the burning walls, mixing with the smoke and ash. The blade feeds, growing hungrier with each passing moment. In a way, it's a mercy that the samurai moves so fast. It's almost a blur to the human eye, a blur to the eye of the survivor watching from afar. As quickly as it started, it ends. All the enemies are dead, their bodies lying in twisted heaps around the samurai. The red glow slowly fades, revealing the true extent of the carnage. The samurai stands panting heavily, his eyes fixed on the sword in his hand. The blade is still, humming faintly, vibrating as if alive. He looks down at it, his face pale, his breathing heavy. He knows what it is, what it represents, and he's afraid. Slowly, carefully, he rewraps the sword in the blood-stained cloth, tying it tightly, as though afraid that it might do something if left unchecked. He looks up at the surviving villagers, their eyes filled with gratitude, but also fear. They understand what he is, what he represents, and they know that they should probably be afraid. But the samurai doesn't care about their fear. He doesn't care about anything except getting away from this place, from the sword in his hand, from the darkness that threatens to consume him. With one last look at the village, he turns and walks away. The sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land. The wind picks up, carrying ashes into the air, whispering tales of death and destruction. And from the depths of the sword, a faint whisper escapes. Oni Blade. Thanks for watching. Like and sub, if you dare.